Hello, Alex. Welcome to the program and really appreciate your time and effort. We are aware that you are not at a very easy situation there. And I would like to let you know that our thoughts are with you and with the people of Ukraine. Welcome.
Well, hi everyone, and thank you for having me here. Yeah, and thanks for the support. Really
Great.
appreciate it.
So let me kick off with a broad question, Alex. There's a solid argument that the global economical system is somehow stalled and we need a new approach to create more value and distribute this value in a fairly manner. So do you subscribe to that idea and do you think that Web3 and crypto can provide an alternative to the global economic system of today?
Well, yeah, I really think that world economic system going to face a lot of challenges, and it's facing a lot of challenges. And distribution of value fairly is a real problem. I think that's one of the reasons that a couple of years ago the idea of Bitcoin was introduced. So I totally subscribe to this, and I do believe that crypto can surely provide an alternative to the global economic system. Even today, maybe just not in the wide scale or broad scale, but definitely. But besides, I safely assume that crypto and the fiat currencies will coexist. Since it was the first created over a decade ago, Bitcoin, the most widely recognized cryptocurrency, has slowly but surely made its way as a medium of exchange and a store value with large institutional players. And pioneers and the early adopters have already joined the movement, but only when mass adoption occurs, we can say that cryptocurrencies have truly arrived. So until then, fiat currencies will continue to enjoy widespread use to the historical precedent, and it has a store of value, while proponents of crypto, a better form of money, and the change in financial institution core will continue to put forward in case of crypto adoption. I don't think fiat currencies are not going like somewhere and completely like I don't know, substituted. Cryptocurrency are going to exist alongside, and I think it's also like it's just the basic case that you not always have connection to electronic devices, and in some places it's just impossible. So, but I think it's fine.
Right.
Uh,
So it's a huge development and it will take a little bit of time, I guess. But when we focus a little bit on your situation, and let me ask, how and in what ways is crypto helping Ukraine to cope with the economical struggles of the war you are facing? What are some creative ways and tactics you use and the community is using to encourage aids and funds? Any challenges you faced, and why do you think that the crypto is more effective than other means of fundraising? A lot of questions, under one question, but please give us some ideas about what you are experiencing with the crypto.
Well, I think I got it, and I'll tell you. Like, maybe I'm not going to answer precisely to
Sure.
each question, but you're like an idea what's going on in Ukraine, in especially taking into account our situation with war, because as a matter of fact, crypto had become an essential tool of war, allowing us to be flexible and fast. And crypto has proven invaluable as part of Ukrainian government fundraising strategy, and maybe as a case study for the technology as a whole. Because Ukrainian central bank largely suspended currency trading and froze the official exchange rate. There was a run on the currency, so it's quickly devaluated, and digital money transfer were banned, and wire transfer also were banned and slowed, especially in like first 2-3 weeks of war. Right now, it's getting better, I would say. But coming back to crypto, as a result, the nation from abroad using traditional methods ran into a big problem. So we needed a tool to quickly perform those transactions, and crypto was actually our first choice for that. And of course, cryptocurrencies have offered faster transaction time, and it has been a more flexible and cheaper tool for the bank transfer. Well, it's not a bank transfer, but just transfers. And it's easier, it's not complicated, apparently, and transparent. And especially, it's really faster than SWIFT transaction, which could take from 1 to 3 days. But with crypto, it's just like 10, 15 minutes, and you have the recipients that already got it. So billions of dollars have subsequently been pledged in support of Ukraine, including some of 12 billion from the US alone. But what is important in this crypto case study is the speed of deployment. Crypto works as a bridge that supported the government financially before this huge aid arrived. So, and understandably, there have been concerns about the volatility of crypto, which can potentially affect the value of the nations. But first of all, we spent majority of the donations in April and May, but in general, they're not sitting in wallets for very long. It's been deployed immediately, almost like next day. So the value it has at time of donation is the value is having to purchase this humanitarian items or some equipment that our army needs. I would also tell some words about NFT ecosystem because it's also used to fundraise and pretty much successfully. So the first example is that the Ukrainian blockchain community launched the Meta History NFT Museum, which is dedicated to the chronology of the events of the Russian military invasion of Ukraine. So the mission of the NFT Museum is to preserve the memory of the real events of that time to spread truthful information among the digital community and in the world and collect donations to support Ukraine. So basically, we're using blockchain to build a museum. So I think that's also pretty much new. So this NFT museum raised almost 307 Ether, which so were like the current exchange rate was like 600,000. But when the majority of money we collected was like almost 1 million when we spent them. Another example, this is a Georgian NFT project called Russia for Sale. When this is also an interesting concept. So as an answer to Russian aggression, this project decided to sell Russia's territories for good. So it's kind of like you can purchase pieces of Russia as NFTs. And maybe the last example, but not least, is a Ukrainian NFT project called Holy Water. It has raised over $40,000, and the goal of the project is to raise 1 million for Ukrainian people suffering from the war by selling the NFT collection created in collaboration with more than 500 Ukrainian artists. So.
Yeah, a lot of creative ways to do it, Alex, as much as I see. But overall, how much money has been raised since you started these efforts, and what have the crypto funds been used for?
This is a great question. Actually, partially told about this, but it makes sense to give a big picture. So. With the help of crypto fund, we call it Aid for Ukraine, we raised more than $60 million, and it's just one fund. But from what I know, and we coordinated with other funds, I think their amount of crypto donations to Ukraine around 200 million. It would be fair to say that it's just around 200 million, and. You can actually go to donate the digitalgov.ua and see what we have purchased for that. But just to give you an idea that we spend near $54 million on different equipment, including bulletproof vests, ballistic plates for medicine, drugs, walkie-talkies, different type of telecommunication equipment, food rations, pocket lunch, thermal images, optic helmets, and more detailed report could be found on donate.digital.gov.ua. So all of this are currently saving Ukrainian soldiers' life.
Let's move to a little bit broad topic. I was really astonished to see that you guys are still working on for the future projects while you are struggling with the conditions of war. That's very impressive, I guess, because you have tweeted that Ukraine has the potential to become a Web3 powerhouse and mentioned that you are working on a roadmap regarding regulations, tax, and other things. So according to your opinion, what makes an economy a powerhouse for Web3, and how are you getting prepared for this goal?
Yeah, sure. I think that the crypto-based economy has enormous potential to encourage economic growth and boost employment, not only Ukraine, but generally. But I think Ukraine has a very good position in that. What we need most is a strong and economically developed Ukraine, and blockchain offers us a way to become an innovation-friendly country and to rebuild its economy. So apparently, over the last few years, crypto assets have become widely used in Ukraine. And to promote and expand their legal use and get them from the gray area, the parliament has adopted the law, it's called the Basic Law on Virtual Assets. So in March, and actually during the second months of the full-scale war, President Zelensky signed and approved the law, in part allowing exchanges to operate in the country while banks open crypto accounts. So once it comes to force, the law will empower local financial authorities to regulate crypto companies distributing power-making decisions between the National Bank of Ukraine and the National Commission for Securities and Stock Market. So it's a sort of like a Ukrainian SEC. And the new law will permit crypto companies to work in Ukraine. And what is also very important, that the Ukrainian banks will be able to open crypto accounts. Maybe just a few details. The crypto legislation, of course, has implemented FATF recommendations on the prevention of money laundering and other bad events. We right now already working on amendments, because recently European Union published the MiCA, which are new guidelines how to regulate cryptocurrency. So we need to adjust our national legislation, and I think after that it will be working perfectly.
Great. So Ukraine has always been a hub for next generation technologies, including blockchain, and you have embraced, especially for the last couple of years, the improvement of those technologies. So just for the future, what are your expectations from the blockchain industry and blockchain community as a whole, and how are you getting prepared to this new decentralized future?
Well, I think Ukraine was always like had tech-savvy population. And by the way, we ranked top 5 in the percentage of cashless payment in the world. We have powerful IT and blockchain community. A lot of startups like Hacken, Propy, Bitfury, Demarket. And I know that a lot of people from Ukraine working in crypto companies as CTOs and as partners and many other positions. That's actually a part why crypto community is being so supportive, because it has very close relationship with Ukrainians. We use pro-innovation approach as foresight study to ensure the growth of the blockchain industry in Ukraine. And actually, we performed this foresight, and it was held March-June 2021, and brought together a wide range of experts, entrepreneurs, crypto experts, lawyers, government regulators. As a result, the crypto community developed a roadmap for 3 years, and roadmap contains some recommendations for the state on what kind of regulation policies will stimulate, and what steps should be taken by the state in order to become a crypto-friendly jurisdiction and attract the business to Ukraine. We also work on CBDC pilot projects, and generally created also DSCD, which actually, like, if you read this, I'm in corporate, wearing corporate uniform. So the legal framework for IT companies with low taxes. So I think we're combining all the things to give a boost for the future of all of this new generation technologies.
Alex, thank you very much for being with us today and sharing your insights and perspectives. Take care. Be safe there.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it. And I hope it was insightful. Thank you so much.